Hello, Aquarius. Thank you so much for dropping by. Please do like, share, and subscribe. We're doing on your love life today. This situation here is something to do about a situation or event that had recently happened, and someone is seeking for some truth and clarity in that matter. I also do sense something about putting in creativity and playfulness in spicing up this relationship, but in regards to that situation, something happened. Um, it could be you or your person's side, and the someone here, either you or your person, went out on an outing or a night out with friends and family, or with his or her gang, and your mind, again, energy can be reversed, could be your person. Your mind thinking is that playing tricks on you. Assumption has been made, assuming that there was more to the event than he or she is telling you about. It could be something rather normal, as in hanging out with friends till late at night, but you felt like betrayed of being, or there's something more to that. I was still hearing about a relationship with a friend, a close friend, and you're thinking that there is more to it than what meets the eye. You have already confronted your person, however, you're still not willing to accept his or her explanation over the situation or the event. You feel that there is something bigger that he or she is hiding or not entirely telling the truth, or it could be, self-sabotage, your mind playing tricks on you, you imagining things that is not true, it's not real, or it's running wild, imagination running wild. And it's like the moon when it's in shadows, a small dog may look like a beast. So your person is trying to tell you there's nothing wrong, there's nothing as what you are thinking about that had happened, but you're still waiting for some truth. Queen of Wands at the back of the deck, and we have the Sun and Judgment, and we have the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Cups in reverse. We have a lot of queens here at the back of the deck. We also have the Queen of Wands. We have the Wands, we have Swords, and we have Cups. In your person's eye, you are their wish fulfillment. They do look at you with lots of love, care, and this person has every attention to bring playfulness, creativity into the relationship. I also sense your person may be overindulging in alcohol as well. It's his or her way of lifestyle. And I think previously when you all met each other, you do love hanging out with your person, going out with friends in the same gang, drinking, having a good time. But lately, there was a change. You may no longer enjoy the company of his friends or her friends entirely as much. You felt like they're overindulging at some point, over drinking as well. But your person really do think very highly of you. He or she is trying to turn over a new leaf, maybe listen to your advice, trying to change. He or she is making enough effort. And however, because things had happened before, you're not entirely confident that he or she is telling the truth. And you are, example, not for everyone, just an example, that he or she say that he or she doesn't drink as much anymore, but you may think of it as lying, or you may, downplay their effort in sort of way. I do see that you have recently changed in your lifestyle, your behavior, your life. Things that you do not want anymore, you have discarded. You want to change for the better, and you was hoping that your person does the same as well for the benefit of your relationship. You really think the world of the relationship as well, and I do see your person do too as well. It pretty much matches up each other. We have the sun and the moon here. There is some form of yin and yang. You and your person may be rather different at heart, although you do both enjoy each other's company. I do see your person as being rather very supportive of you in all your undertakings, very receptive over your advices, your conversation, your discussion. However, recently, due to recent events, he or she may feel a little lost that you are not reciprocating the same amount of support and love that he shows to you. He or she felt that they have conveyed their problem. Example, not for everyone, that they had a drinking problem or they enjoy drinking but they're willing to change because they love you. However, he or she feels that you're not really being receptive or supportive enough. It's like, and don't trust them enough. Well, they have been trying their very best. So, therefore, because of that, their cup is reversed at this point of time, and they do try to reduce their alcohol habit or overindulgence over something. They are making an effort, and they're hoping that you can see them as well, to not be so hard on them, give them some room to change and to grow. It's not easy to change, and they are hoping that you are able to understand by trying to feel their shoes once in a while, and feel how and what they're going through, because they are truly making a very big effort here and really truly listening to you and wanting to change for the better, wanting to change for the benefit of this relationship. If it's not about overindulgence, is generally about the relationship itself. I also sense that there may be a pet here as well for some of you, not for everyone. And it's like you're dependent at some point, some form. You both love this pet here, and share is like a child of yours. And here your person is trying very hard to match your recent change, and you are definitely changing and growing for the better positively, and you want your person to be on par with you, and I can see that doing that. But however, different people takes different time, energy, and willpower to do so, but they are trying, and they are hoping that you have patience and to know that they are really truly trying, and it's not that they are sitting around not doing anything. Back of the deck, we have the Page of Cups, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Different people's destiny at different time. For them to change, so it takes their fate and destiny for them to change according to their time and their ability and their growth, you know, the room for, and depending on the capacity of the room as well. I do see that you have a lot of objectives, a lot of wants, a lot of needs to be matched. It's like a checklist, you know, and sometimes you are very hard on yourself to accomplish your goals, vision, and dreams, and sometimes it overspill onto your person, and not everyone can match the same energy as you have. Not everyone is same as you, even though that he or she loves you. It's not exactly two peas in a pot. I was trying to say, it's not like, you know, an identical twin. Even an identical twin is very dissimilar in a sense as well. It's so different as well. It's like a body of core and the soul is different. It takes two to tango. Sometimes opposite attracts, and the differences is hoping that you may understand. It takes for them to find the time to change, you know. The time may be right for you, but may not be right for your person. And sometimes, you know, being a bit too hard on them is not going to achieve anything. It's also trying to tell you to use tender loving care, to love unconditionally and be patient, and to see love in your person in the eyes of a child, you know, emotionally full of enthusiasm and anticipation, you know, instead of being pressured and pushing and, you know, setting a set of standards for your person to match. And it's not easy in that sense. However, they are, you know, trying very hard to be patient, and in that sense it actually also means that your person have more patience than you in some shape or form or another, if in different perceptive. If you see in that way, your person is actually very, very patient with you as well, and just hoping that you will understand their situation as well. Let's see. See, when I speak about patience, the advice for you is that you need to be patient and understanding. You know, something is not about getting your way or the highway. Please don't shoot the messenger. Take what resonates. It's just an advice. And it's about trusting your intuition. You do know at the back of your head or deep inside you that you're being a little too hard on your person. However, you are, you know, I wouldn't say egoistic, but there is some form of defensive mechanism that everyone has that has to be right. Or when someone pinpoint your weakness and mistakes, the first reaction is always to deflate and being angry. So deep down, you know that it's an issue. Sometimes being tolerant, yes, that's the word, tolerant, that your person has. Sometimes being tolerant, patient, care, and loving unconditionally will take you places, and it's really just really truly challenge your spiritual journey. I do sense that you have achieved some form of spiritual understanding about yourself, about life, about achievement, about your goals, about relationship, about love. However, to really understand the core, the substance, is I wouldn't say dealing with your person, but if you really embrace and understand the lesson here that's trying to put forth to you, is what that you have been enlightened and aware on, to put it in practice, in reality, that is to observe patience, compassion, kindness, and love and tolerance. Sometimes you think negatively that drinking a lot is not good. But if you see that your person drinks a lot but has not harmed anyone, has not harmed his or her pocket, have not used your money, has not done anything illegal, just enjoy having a cup of beer, drinking, and maybe you try to understand him by sitting in his position or feel his shoes or her shoes for that matter, and do know that they are really trying and listening to your advice. It's not that they're not making an effort, it's just that calling for some form of compassion, and give them a little room to breathe. And instead of, example, I'm not saying it's about drinking, example, he or she has been drinking 10 cups per day and they already cut it down to 7 or 8, so there is an effort there. Maybe comment on their efforts for change, instead of negatively remarking like, what, you're still drinking, what, it is still a lot of cups. In that sense, again, this is just an example, an analogy. It could be anything in regards to this relationship, but it runs in the same flow of the message that I'm trying to highlight here. Let's see what's your challenge. The challenge here is the Six of Wands. At the back of the deck we have Temperance, another patient cards, reconciliation, listening to your higher awareness and power. The challenge here, as I mentioned earlier, is always wanting to be right, even in the expense of hurting people that you love. You always feel that you're right and it's your way or the highway. Sometimes taking some time to listen. There may be some truth in there as well. There may be, some positive things that you never know about if you do not listen and just keep speaking. Sometimes other people's perceptive is also right, or their objective, things that you never know about. It's also learning about introspectively looking within yourself, balancing your emotions. There's some form of outburst here as well, very quick reactions to people's responses, family, friends, and I do see that many look upon you with high regard. I'm pretty sure that in society you're someone of substance, probably you're a doctor, a professional, someone that contributes a lot to society. People acknowledge your capabilities, achievement, and they send their gratitude. You carry yourself in a certain way. I also sense that you have been so used to being independent, loving your single way of life. But when you're in a relationship, it's about give and take. It's about thinking about the other person as well, about balancing your emotions for that person as well as he or she to you. So you're having a little bit of an issue there, but that you may not be conscious about it. I may be too egoistical to admit. Again, don't shoot the messenger. It's just an advice. Strangely lonely, holding on way too tight. See what I speak about control? That's the beauty about tarot. They reinforce the message again. You are sometimes too controlling. You hold things too tight. It has to go in a particular way. It has to put that toothbrush in that particular cup for an instant. Or it has to be, have dinner at 7 p.m., something like that. You hold on too tight and it pushed people away indirectly without you being aware. And I can see your person is a little pretty much hurt over the situation. They have a lot cup of love for you, very, very supportive. You are the dominant one here wearing the pants, but they are fine with it. And yeah, the tree face what comes around. So what you do unto others, you don't want the same thing that people to do that to you, is trying to tell you to try to understand your person's point of view or wear their shoes once a while. If the tables are reversed and your person is the one that's controlling, telling you what to do this and that, holding things on too tightly, you will surely not be able to receive and patience. That's why I say that your person, despite all their shortcomings, are the one that is practicing compassion, patience, care, and I do see that you already gained some form of awakening, enlightenment, and judgment here. But to practice it in real life, to gain wisdom is one thing, but to practice it is a different thing. The experience, the lesson is very important. Alright, so I hope you do get the message that I'm trying to convey here, and sending all of you my greatest love and light. And I really do appreciate if you would just click like, share, and subscribe. And I thank you in advance for that, for all your support. Thank you.